Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. I don't know what part we're on, but it's going to be in the thumbnail to the video. I want to say 9, but I'm not positive because there's so many, and I haven't filmed for a week, so I've just been scheduling the videos. Our kitchen remodel is almost finished. They're doing the backsplash today. Oh, and then yesterday my car, I was on worship team yesterday with my husband. He had left early, was already at church, which is in the next town over. So it was like, I guess it's like, I don't know how many miles it is, but it takes about 25 minutes, 25 minutes to get there. And I go out to get in my car and it won't start. So I texted him. He came back, picked me up, took me out to church. We came home this morning. We called AAA, and it was just a dead battery. Thank goodness, because I can't afford a big car expense right now. I just can't deal with it. So anyway, we are on. That's totally sidetracked. My kitchen is getting done today. They're putting up the subway tile. I'm so excited. The grout won't be finished today, but we're almost there. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I can start sorting and purging and putting all my stuff back into my kitchen. Anyway, so today we're doing a pocket page with some pocket flips. That's what I'm going to call them, or waterfall pocket, if you will. Of course, we're doing the deconstructed lapbook a la Patricia at Lake Cafe Craft, and she used bags. Now I have bags, but my bags are teeny tiny that I have, and I just thought I didn't want to use these. Okay, so it's going to be like a side pocket with 5, well, I guess it goes this way, 5 envelopes, and I love these and I use them quite a bit, but I thought they were too small for this. So as I was digging through my envelopes, I discovered these policy envelopes. So I decided to turn these into pockets. Okay, and then I have done the same thing on the bottom. We'll do one together. Left the flip, and then I'm just going to waterfall these down the page. And I think I might put them like maybe, I don't know, maybe 1.25 inches apart. We'll figure that out when we get there. But I do want to do an uneven number. I don't want to do 4, so we'll do one together. What I've done, this is our, let's go back a bit. So this is our pull-out section that we're working on. Remember, we had an envelope here. We had the file folders at the top with the flip-up envelopes down here. And this is going to be the piece that's on the top. So this is going to be my mat that I'm going to use for this page. And we are not going to attach it to this page yet. We're going to work on it here. Because remember, back here on these 2 pages, we are going to have a complete pop-up accordion file folders on both sides, which is going to be really cool. Oh, just a note, when you are using the masking tape, because it's meant to be a temporary, just like you would washi, go ahead and use some glue stick. I did have to come back with some Fabri-Tac and glue some, especially right here where I had inked. So just be aware of that. None of this is coming up. I didn't have to do any of this page, but just that one spot, and probably because I was inking on here and I probably bumped it. And anyway, go ahead and use some type of glue under your masking tape, or if you're using the micropore, this stuff is really sticky. You don't need to use any glue with it. But if you're using washi tape or masking tape or anything that's meant to be a temporary adhesive, go ahead and use some permanent adhesive with it. So let's work on here. Okay, so I've got, remember my page is 8.5 by 10.5. So I did this 8 3/8 by 10 3/8. So it has just a slight reveal. And then my pocket, I'm doing just over half. So I believe I did this, because I have 8 3/8, I did this at 5. Okay, so my pocket's 5. and that's going to be there. And then I've got this matting piece, which I cut down just slightly smaller. That's upside down. I could have used this, but I decided against it. I know this is going to add weight to have two pieces, but I didn't feel like this was going to be thick enough for this pocket, because this is going to have larger things in it. I wanted something a little sturdier, so I guess we'll start there. I'm not going to mount anything here yet, so I'm going to put that back there with the base piece. But let's start here. Let me get a piece that I can ink on, and boy, where's my ink? There it is. I haven't worked in a few days, well, since last week. Just been crazy busy around here. So yeah, and then when your car doesn't work, that's kind of a real bummer. I'd like to remind everybody watching that if you have not gone and watched video 3, you need to do that and comment to be entered in the drawing. We're going to be giving away our butterfly envelope book. So if you would be interested in winning that, I think there are only 3 entries. So the ladies that have entered have a 30% chance of winning, which is really good odds. So let's take it down, guys. Go comment on video 3, and I believe you were supposed to comment with your favorite commercial. My newest favorite commercial, I can't even remember what it is, but I saw one yesterday that was hilarious. It had Peyton Manning in it, and he was auditioning for it was about the new Santa Claus series on Disney, and Peyton Manning's auditioning for the job of Santa Claus, and that was pretty funny. Yeah, got a good chuckle out of that. Boy, that Peyton Manning makes the rounds. Yeah, so I'm just inking around these. It doesn't really show up a lot on this designer craft card. I guess that's what I would call it. But it's enough that if I don't do it, it's more like if I don't do it, then I'll notice it. So let's attach these together. Now let me think about this for a second. Maybe I shouldn't attach that until after I get the, I'm thinking I'm going back layers until I don't really want to have a brad in my pocket, but I could put something over it on this side so it doesn't bump into it. Because basically we're going to be adding a brad, some kind of flipper. I might use, let's see if there's one that matches this. Might have been one of the sticky ones, because if I have a flipper, probably never going to use these. No, I don't have one that actually, oh, there's one back there. Oh, nope. These don't have the glitter image, but anyway, I'll look through these again and see what I want to use, because we need a tab or something. I don't have any of the brads that have the flappers. I used to, and I guess I should look in my close to my heart stuff, but I moved it and I have not located it yet. It's buried somewhere. But even so, they would be really teeny tiny, and I used those up as soon as I got them, so they're probably gone. So I will use one of these flappers and it'll match the other page. So what I'm thinking is it would be sturdier if I went through both layers and just covered it. So let's go ahead and mount this. Okay, did we talk it out? All right, so anyway, AAA came out this morning. Auto Club. My husband has a battery charger jump thingy-majigger, and it's always worked before, but apparently this battery was dead good and did, and he couldn't jump it. And they came out, put their little gear on, and it started right up. Go, it figures. That's how it happens. So barely a reveal here. And I am going to roll this. Hopefully I won't get a ton of glue seeping out. I think I might. But I want to make sure, yeah, I've got a little bit of seepage. Maybe I won't roll. Maybe I'll just press. That means I got plenty of glue. When I use, when I want to make sure the glue goes to the edge, I like to use my roller. So let's do the roller on this side. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week. Yeah, it's Monday. I don't know when this video will be posted, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So, yeah, there we go. All right, now I want to put 3 little notches here, just like Patricia did, because I thought it looked really, really cute. And she used her envelope punch. I'm glad someone else loves the envelope punch as much as I do. That's my favorite thing. So let's come in, let's come in 1.5 inches and 3 and 4.5. There we go. That's going to be fun. Okay, so that is going to be our pocket piece, and that is where, oh, this has got glue. It did not have a chance to dry, but that's all right. I am going to put a little bit more ink here in these little punch cutout areas. Sometimes I can't wait for the glue to dry. Anybody else relate to that? All right, so this is going to go here like this, and we need to put the pockets on first so that we can see where we need to put our brad. So I'm going to put this aside and I'll show you how I did these pockets. Really basic. First thing I did was glue it shut. And if I had been smart, I would have just cut them off, but I'm doing it the same way. So if you have a regular business envelope, you'll be gluing it shut on the other side, but I'm just showing you what I did and how I got to the point. Now I can see all the shortcuts, but yeah, if I don't do it the same way as I did the other ones, it's going to turn out completely different. I don't know why. All right, so these envelopes measure 8 7/8, which is a weird size, but whatever. So I'm going to trim them down, and what I'm going to do is open this side just by 1/16 of an inch. Okay, that's the side I just glued down, and then on this side I am going to make these 8.5. So it's a little bit more, almost 1/4 of an inch. Oops. There we go. So now they're 8.5. Oh, and then I'm going to cut them in half at 4 1/4. 4 1/4. There we go. 2 envelopes. I only need 1 of these because I've got 4 already, but so I'm going to set that one aside. I'm going to take this piece off because I don't need the extra bulk. Usually it comes right off. This one's going to be, yeah, it's going to be the back side, so it doesn't matter. So I'm turning it with the openings this way, okay, and I'm going to do this side first. It doesn't matter which end, okay. I usually do the one where I tore off that edge because then it won't be showing. Okay, so because it's going to end up inside the envelope. So we want a 1/2 inch. So whatever size envelope you're using, it doesn't matter what size I'm using. I'm telling you what I'm doing, but if you have different size envelopes, you just basically want a 1/2 inch here. So a 1/2 inch for me is 3 3/4. So I'm going to score that 3 3/4. This is card, so our craft card, so we want to make sure we get it good. Okay, make sure that it folds both ways. Hopefully I didn't get cut through it. Okay, looks good. And now all I need to do is angle, flip. Now I am starting above the score line, like right on this edge of the score line, so that it will fold. This side that has the seam is going to fold inside the pocket, just like that. Okay, you see it? And then the glue will go here. And what that does is it gives you use of your whole entire pocket. This is how we did them yesterday or the day before whenever we did the other pockets. Was it the envelopes that we did? The flip-up envelopes, I think we did like this. So we just want to get that good and attached. And then this, if I was just making a standalone pocket or something, I would flip this over and glue it down, but we're going to use that as the waterfall flap. So let's get our pocket. You know what, I'm going to need to ink these. Oh, and punch them. I do want to have a punch, so let's do that. I am not going to mat these. And I wrote down the size 1 7/8 because my envelopes measure 3 3/4 width of the width of the pocket, the way I've done it. So I'm going to do 1 7/8, and that will be centered. And I did Google that. Oh, let's try 1 7/8. Measure twice, right? Oh, goodness. That one's done. They're, especially the ones that have that extra envelope flap on there. I probably could have just cut that off now that I'm thinking about it. 1 7/8. And 1 7/8. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if I finished my thought. I'm not matting these because I think I want to put some kind of ephemera cluster or something on these. So I am not matting these. So we have this side, the back, the one with the seam tucked under to close in our pocket. And let me show you, where's my bone folder? That gives us use of this entire piece. I don't know if you can see, but my bone folder is right here. Okay, it goes all the way. In fact, I should probably make sure that we didn't glue any of them shut. Nope, looks good so far. I can erase this now. And not that it would show because it would be on the back side, but these are going to be accordion folded, so you will be able to, okay, got a little bit of, glad I checked because there's a little bit of seepage there. And that's good. All right, so let's bring that pocket back. And, okay, I want to make sure that I'm lined up here. In fact, I'm going to draw, yes I am going to draw a 3/8 inch line, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure, it's confusing me because I'm getting the line from the top and the bottom. I want to make sure that it can fold closed, so I don't want it too close, too much bulk along the edge. Okay, So I'm going to come in, let's see if 3/8 works. If I put that there, yeah. So I'm just going to pencil, okay, and I think I'm going to start a 1/2 inch from the top. Let's see how that goes. Maybe I'll just let's see, if I start here, and then this one would be approximately there, and this one would be, you know what, I'm not going to be able to do it that way. What I'm going to do is attach these together. No, can't attach them together because then they don't pop up. I want it to be even. So I'm going to have to edit some of this part where I'm being confusing. Okay, let's do like this. If I do that, get my clips over here and help me. And this is how you'll want to just figure it out. Does it seem complicated? Yes. Is it? No. It's just time consuming. So normally a waterfall would be here. You would line these up, okay, 1/2 inch apart. Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure that it would come out about right. I think I could probably do a lot more pockets if I do 1/2 inch apart. So you can see that's not going to go all the way down. The pockets are going to end here. So it's about half as far as I want to go. So let's try 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to leave this one here. Let's line this up properly. All right. And let's measure 1 inch here. You know what? I'm going to have to do it on here before I clip it in. It's one of the things I love about this Tim Holtz ruler is that you know, you can measure things and line things up, and I mean, it's not the ruler if I mess up, it's me. Okay, let's do, and I'm just doing ever so lightly, don't need to do the bottom one. Well, no, don't need to do the bottom one because it'll be on top. Okay, so let's get this. If we line this up here, I'm having a hard time finding that top line. Let me look, there we go. Alright, line that up there. And if I line this up here at 1 inch, and on the side, going crooked already. Okay. And 1 inch. Line it up on the side. Okay, and 1 inch. Oh, I put the one in that did. Oh, no, it's got pencil. I just can't see in this light. Okay. I think I originally decided to do 1 1/4, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because even at 1 inch, I still am not where I want to be. So let's do 1 1/4. Okay. I'll erase all these lines at one time. So I'm just going to do a, I don't like that 1/4 of an inch on that side with the dots. I understand why it's there, but it doesn't help me any. Okay, that's the last one. Because I can't, it doesn't help me because I can't see through it, through the dots. And I don't have a needle that would actually fit in those dots. Have you ever used those little holes? Anyone? If you have, let me know. I'd like to know what you used them for. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe the third time's a charm. I have to pull it up to the light so I can see it. These envelopes are not straight, so I'm trying to line it up with that edge there. Envelopes are never going to be perfect. Okay, I think this is going to be good now. Okay, the 1 1/4 was what I originally thought, and then it's what I get for second guessing myself. And put that there for a second now. You know, mathematically I want it to come out perfect, but that doesn't always happen. So, okay, and I think that is pretty good right there. Now the only difference for me is I'm a 1/2 inch from the top, and I think I'm a whole inch from the bottom practically. So I think I'm going to start 1/4 of an inch down from the top, and then I should come out just about right, right? And with the 1 inch apart. So, all right, let's see. Draw myself another line here. Oh, I'm never going to be able to see that. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to use the, I don't know why I was trying to do it from the other line instead of and you know, because these are grungy papers, that line isn't really even important at all. It's not even going to show pretty much. Okay, so let's start with 1, and we are going to line this up, but we are going to only glue on that flap. Okay, so let's get this going. And I was thinking maybe, I mean, I have a lot of Tim Holtz embellishments that could be used as little clusters on here, but I also have those vellum flowers that might be fun to use on here. So we're going to tuck that up. We're going to put this down in that spot there. Tuck that under. Make sure we're on, I'm way off. There we go. Make sure I'm where I want to be. Looks good. Because if you get one off, the whole thing's going to be crooked. So I'm pushing down here, and then I want to get this, make sure this is really good and attached. Could even put stickers on both sides, is what I was going to say before I was so rudely cut off. So I am going to go ahead and attach all of these the same way. And my battery is already checking out on me, and I just took it out of the plug, so I don't know what the deal is. I don't want glue on that side. Alright, so let's line this up on this 1 1/4 inch line and tuck it under and make sure that it is where we want it to be. There we go. That looks really, really good. Okay, so I am going to erase these lines, charge my camera a little bit, and then we'll be back and put the rest of this page together. Okay, I'm back. So what I forgot to do is I forgot to ink these, and but I did erase all the pencil, so that looks good. I'm not going to decorate these until later. And then these are the 2 tabs, and there again I glued 2 pieces together, cut them in half, rounded the corners. For some reason my corner rounder is not I don't know what the word is, flush, even. Doesn't matter if you're doing something larger, but when you're doing something like this, it's kind of off, and I have to, like you can see it on here, you rounded this one way and this one another way, so I kind of have to just sand them down and ink. So this is what I'm going to, I've got these 2 from the previous page. These are actually a little bit longer, and then I made these a little bit shorter. So these are going to attach probably here. Trying to see, I don't think it matters. I think it does go this way. So I'll probably attach this one here, and then this one here. This one does go this way, like that. And then that will allow these like that, and then just turn that over like that. This one will be a little, that's why I wanted a little bit extra thickness, so that it won't completely bend, because this is a little bit on the thicker side with the craft cardstock. But what I think I might do is maybe punch some eyelets. Have you seen that trick? So take a couple of eyelets. In fact, I'll do it right now so I don't forget. And you squeeze them. Let's see if we can, let's see how we do this. I have to go upside down and get this on here like this, and then squeeze. And then it comes off. Okay, so that one's done. Oops. It's a little tricky to get it in there, but yeah. And oops, that one didn't squeeze all the way down. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Here we go. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll put this in here. No, not like that. I'll put, well, let's just punch a hole and I'll show you. I'm going to do the small 1/8 inch hole, just don't move. Okay, like that. And I'll put this through, and then I'll put this on the bottom before I put it through the hole here, and it'll give it a little body. Let's go ahead. Okay, I want to put this one here, so let's just go ahead. I think we could do it to this piece, and then I'll cover the back side. So let's see, I think, where did I want them? Now I forgot. One here, like that. And then one here, right there. Okay, now I'm going to punch the hole. If I can see it. Goodness. Pretty close. I don't know why this one doesn't want to cut. There we go. It's kind of just punching a hole but not taking out the whole piece. It comes out, but alright, so this will go through this and then this, and I'm putting the rough, let's see, I'm going to put the softer part on here and then stick this. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We'll see. Through here. Just so you can see there's a little bit more space there for it to be able to move. Let's do this one too. So, let's see. Yeah, I think it goes this way. I want it to be up against that shape like that. So I draw these little marks and then I can't see them when I put it in here. Hey, that one came out. Okay, so that and that and that, and then I'm going to bend it so it opens this way. Like that. And I think I might be able to just put some micropore over that, and that'll keep us from bumping into it every time we, let's see, like that. That way when we're going in the pocket, we're not bumping into it with whatever we're putting in the pocket. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there we go. And that will hold those, and this will hold that, and we can adjust it however. And then this will be attached to this. And we can go ahead and attach that on 3 sides. I'm not sure if I need a 3rd layer of the did I do a 3 layers on this? This one seems, and maybe after that glue dries they'll be a little firmer. I mean after it cures, because it's dry. But I do want to make sure that this is good and attached. This is one of those pages, I don't know if you can tell, this is probably shiny because this is embossed. Okay. Yeah, this gets attached so it can go right to the edge there with the pocket. Forgot what I was gluing. Alright, let's pick that up. Make sure it's to the edge. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so there is the page. The next page, this will go here. And this will lift up this way, and we'll have the folders and all of that stuff here. And then we'll put some fun stuff in this pocket. and we'll come back. Of course, that'll be like that. Okay. And so we'll be back with part 10, and I believe we're going to be working on the big folder page, or the accordion file folder. You'll see when we get there. Thanks for watching.